Most apocalypses are loud. They are full of fire, screaming, and zombies eating flesh. But Vince Gilligan, the man who taught us that the monster is usually the guy next door, had a different idea. What if the apocalypse was polite? Today we are breaking down the first season of Pluribus. But more than that, we are focusing on just how terrifying this world truly is. In the first episode, we are introduced to the virus, our main character Carol, and our partner Helen. The show starts off 439 days before the moment the world changed forever. A group of astronomers detect an extraterrestrial radio signal from 600 light years away. This signal, repeating every 78 seconds, is decoded as 4 tones corresponding to RNA nucleotide bases: guanine, uracil, adenine, and cytosine, which initiates the joining event that infects humanity with a manic hive mind happiness.
There are no aliens, none on this planet. We are, however, beneficiaries of extraterrestrial technology. It is not a living thing per se, it is more akin to a virus, though it's not that exactly either.
The scariest thing about the Pluribus virus isn't that it kills you, it's that it fixes you. In almost every zombie movie, the infection is a degradation. You rot, you limp, you starve. But here, the joints are healthier, they are stronger, their serotonin levels are locked at a permanent high. This is what makes the premise so suffocating. The virus isn't attacking humanity, it's optimizing it.
All set, Carol. Call us if there's
Something you want that's not here, we'll get it.
Toot sweet.
It treats our individuality, our fears, our secrets, our arguments as a biological defect that needs to be patched. The terror comes from realizing that in this world, you are the sickness and the hive mind is the cure. Or is that what they want you to believe?
Tell me. Tell me.
For Carol, this creates a specific kind of hell. The hell of being the only sane person in the room. When she meets Zosha, the joint liaison assigned to her, she is met with aggression. She's met with pity.
Wait! Stop!
You're gonna need a pickaxe, by the way. There's a lot of volcanic rock in that soil.
The others look at Carol like a broken toy that just needs to be glued back together. This is weaponized empathy. It is terrifying because it denies you the right to be angry, the right to be sad, and ultimately, the right to be human. It forces Carol and the audience to ask the impossible question. Is your free will actually worth the misery it causes, or is Carol just being selfish for refusing to smile like everyone else?
This place.
We explore Carol's misery a lot throughout this first season.
Man, I love trains. There's just something about the sound of a train horn, you know? The loneliest sound in the world.
We see her exploring the disease's boundaries, their principles, and their plans. Sometimes, though, she takes it too far, to the point that she is completely abandoned by everyone in her city. Imagine that. You disrespect someone, and instead of them coming and having a talk, sorting things out, they just leave you, still treating you kindly whenever you encounter one. That is terrifying, and it shows that they do have a secret now with her.
Are you fucking kidding me?
As the season goes on, we find out their plan. They plan to use the remaining survivor stem cells in order to turn them into their own. But the thing is, they need explicit consent. Because of their principles, they can't hurt, not even a fly, they can't lie, and they have to spread happiness. Technically, Carol can stay human as long as she doesn't consent to them taking her cells from her body. In the last episode though, we find out that they are going to use her donated eggs in order to obtain her stem cells, therefore bypassing her refusal. This again is absolutely terrifying. Imagine finding out that your own past kindness is the weapon that will destroy you. Carol donated those eggs years ago as an act of hope, a desire to create life for someone else. Now, the Hive has weaponized that altruism against her. It proves that their principles aren't about morality, they are about technicalities.
You have to understand how beautiful it is, Carol. You'll see why we have to share it. As happy as you've been, that's only the tip of the iceberg.
They aren't avoiding violence because they care about Carol's soul. They are avoiding it because it violates their source code. But like any other computer program, if there's a loophole, they will find it. They don't need to touch her skin to erase her humanity. They don't need to break down her door. They just audited her medical history and realized that, technically, they already own the future of her bloodline. This is the moment Pluribus stops being a survival show and becomes a cosmic horror. Carol realizes she isn't fighting a monster, she is fighting a maximized algorithm. An algorithm that realized it doesn't need to force her to submit, it just needs to outsmart her biology.
I can't tell one dot from the next.
There's a lot of light pollution coming from the city. Let's see what we can do about that.
It creates a feeling of absolute suffocating powerlessness.
Wow.
You can lock your doors, you can refuse consent, you can scream no until your lungs give out, but you can't protect the parts of yourself you already gave away. The season ends with the ultimate realization that resistance is futile, not because the hive is stronger, but because the hive is inevitable. They didn't break their rules to beat her, they just debugged the system. And that leaves us with the question I want you to answer in the comments. If you were Carol, knowing they have your genetic future in a lab, and knowing that resistance means a lifetime of complete isolation, would you keep fighting for a self that is already obsolete, or would you finally just join? This question could be one that Carol may have to answer in season 2, but time will tell. Anyways, this is the end of the video. If you like this deep dive, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Refractal.